STEAM scholars, welcome back. If you are excited to learn more about wind and weather, can I get a oh yeah? Oh yeah. Great. I am excited because today you will have a chance to be a meteorologist. Yes. So to help us out, let's tune in to our favorite meteorologist, Michael Wilson.
We will keep that sun with us. It'll be 40 degrees. And then as we go into the noon hour, feel like 58 degrees. The sun is still sticking with us. We have a wind blowing at the southeast at 8 miles per hour. And then newscast time, 4:30, we will get to 64 degrees.
Wow! Meteorologist Michael Wilson is great. He gives us tips on how to properly prepare for the weather and what the weather forecast will be. A weather forecast is a prediction telling of what will happen in the future, of what the weather will be like in a particular place in an hour, tomorrow, or next week. Before we start our lesson about wind and weather, let's go over the design process because this is something we as engineers and scientists use every time we meet to do our projects. So with any project, we are going to A, ask, what is the problem or what am I trying to create or solve? B, brainstorm. How can I solve or make what I am trying to create? C, collect. Collect information, data, or use prior knowledge that I have to help me with my creation. D, develop. Think of a plan and create your project. E, evaluate. What works? What doesn't work? And what can I do to make it better? F, fine tune. I will try again until my designs are where I want it. Now, let's go over each letter in the word STEAM. If you know it, you can say it with me. STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Great job. For this unit, we will focus on the S for science, the E for engineering, and the M for math. Let's explore. So first, we're going to start a review. On a count of 3, join me in saying what we've been learning about. 1, 2, 3. Wind and weather. Great job. Weather tells us day to day what the sky and air are like in any given place. Weather tells us if it is sunny, windy, cloudy, rainy, storming, or snowy. Wind is air around us that moves quickly. The cycle or pattern of weather changes are divided into 4 parts called seasons. Winter. Winter is the season between autumn, fall, and spring. It is usually the coldest season of the year. We experience snow and ice. Winter is in December, January, and February. Spring. Spring is the season between winter and summer. This is the time where the cold winter temperatures little by little rise to the warmth of summer. Temperature tells us how hot or cold something is. Spring is in March, April, and May. We experience the most winds during this season, especially in Oklahoma. Summer. Summer is the season between spring and autumn or fall. Summer is the hottest season of the year, and temperatures, how hot or cold something is, can stay pretty warm after the sun has gone down. Summer is in June, July, and August. And lastly, autumn or fall. Autumn is the season between summer and winter. The warm temperatures little by little decrease to the cold of the winter. Autumn is in September, October, and November. A meteorologist is a scientist that studies the Earth's atmosphere to predict, tell what will happen in the future, and understand the Earth's weather. They help us prepare for each day's temperature and let us know if we should expect rain, snow, or sun. Remember, the temperature tells us how hot or cold something is. Challenge time. For today's challenge, we are going to study the wind, create our own weather storm, and become a meteorologist. Before we begin, let's learn some key terms that will help us with our challenge experiments. Remember, weather tells us day to day what the sky and air are like in any given place. Weather tells us if it is sunny, windy, cloudy, rainy, stormy, or snowy. Key terms: atmosphere. Atmosphere is a layer of gas that surrounds the Earth, often called air. It protects life on Earth by absorbing or taking in ultraviolet rays from the sun. It acts as a big blanket of insulation. Cloudy. That is when clouds are in the sky and they can block the sunlight. Sunny. That's when the sun shines brightly without any clouds blocking it. Rain. Those are drops of water that fall from the sky. Snow. Small white crystals of ice formed when water in the atmosphere becomes frozen. Wind. That is air that moves around us quickly. A thunderstorm are when dark clouds make thunder and lightning. There's usually a lot of rain with it. Air. That is a gas that is all around us. Hurricane is a large rotating storm with high-speed winds that forms over warm waters in tropical areas. The center of a hurricane is called the eye. And tornado. That is a funnel cloud with powerful rotating winds. Rotating means a movement of an object in a circular motion that form a column that must touch the ground in order to be a tornado. And it is usually attached to the base of a thunderstorm. Now that we have our key terms, here is our Think About It fun fact. So think about it. Did you know that clouds are a large collection of very tiny droplets of water or ice crystals? The droplets are so small and light that they can float in the air. Clouds play a major role in controlling our daily weather. They control how much of the sun's rays reach the earth. So take some time to discuss with your class about what you know about clouds, how you think the role they play affects the weather, and if you think clouds can affect wind and storms. Lastly, discuss your thoughts on the role clouds play in each season. Use the Think About It fun fact information and key terms as a guide to helping your discussion. You can pause now. Welcome back. I hope your class had a great discussion. I am sure you put on your thinking caps and transformed into a scientist. Let's jump into today's lesson, where you will have the chance to be a meteorologist. Challenge number 1, the wind vane. As we know, wind is air around us that moves quickly. Although we cannot see the wind, there is a tool to help us know which direction it is blowing, called a wind vane. A wind vane is also known as a weather vane. It is one of the earliest invented tools meteorologists use to show the direction of the wind. It has a pointer that freely rotates. Remember, that is movement of an object in a circular motion to show which way the wind is blowing. Pause and discuss with your class now about how or what you think makes the wind blow. In other ways, we can tell the wind is blowing, although we can't see the wind. In short, pressure causes the wind to blow. According to a meteorologist, wind blows when high pressure meets low pressure, and they want to equal out. So the high pressure pushes out the low pressure, causing the wind to blow. Our wind vane project will help us see which direction the high pressure pushes the low pressure by rotating movement of an object in a circular motion, its arrow. So for this project, you will need a paper plate, a push pin, a sharpened pencil with an eraser, a marker, a ruler, pre-cut construction paper, scissors, a straw, and an outdoor area for testing. Instructions. You will take out all your supplies. Go over the design process. Think and plan on how to create your wind vane. Think about what each supply will be used for. What two items can you put together to make your wind vane rotate? And what two items will be used to hold things together? Take your paper plate and write your name on the inside. Flip your paper over to the opposite side and mark 4 equal lines with your ruler on your plate. You'll need one on top and one on bottom, and one on each side. Rulers are a good tool for measuring and making straight lines. On the top line, write N for north. And on the bottom line, you're going to write the S for south. On the left side, you're going to write W for west. And on the right, E for east. You're also going to create a small dot in the middle of your plate. This is where you'll insert your pencil later. So take your pre-cut construction paper and cut out a triangle and rectangle. Use the design process and your thinking skills to figure out the size. Make 2 small equal cuts on both ends of your straw. On one end, add your triangle, and on the other, you will add your rectangle. Now, with the help of your teacher or an adult, take your push pin and place it in the middle of your straw. Now, place your push pin and straw into the eraser of your pencil. You don't want to smush down the straw. There we go. Now, with the help of your teacher or an adult, gently push your pencil through the small dot that we made on our plate. Now you can test your wind vane outside and become a meteorologist by telling us the weather and what direction the wind is coming from. Challenge 2, tornado in a bottle. From our key terms today, we learned that a tornado is a funnel cloud with a powerful rotating movement of an object in a circular motion, winds that form a column that must touch the ground in order to be a tornado. And it is usually attached to the base of a thunderstorm. So think about it. Did you know, according to DoSomething.org, tornadoes can occur when warm air meets cold air, forming a thunderstorm. A tornado may appear nearly transparent until dust and debris are picked up from clouds that form within the funnel. And twisters or tornadoes strike predominantly along their tornado alley. And that is a flat stretch of land from the western Texas to North Dakota. This region is a hot spot for tornadoes because the dry polar air from Canada meets the warm, moist tropical air from the Gulf of Mexico. This includes Oklahoma. Tornadoes are most likely to occur between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m., but can occur at any time. In the southern states, peak tornado occurrence is in March through May, while peak months in the northernmost states are in late June through August. So our tornado in a bottle challenge experiment will give us an example of what a tornado looks like up close. For this project, you will need a clear plastic bottle, you will need water, and 1 to 2 drops of dish soap, which I already have in this bottle. Food coloring, which is optional from the last unit, and an eye droplet, which is also optional from the last unit. So you will need to unscrew your top fill your plastic bottle with water. And again, here I have my water and dish soap already in this bottle. Put your cap on very tightly. And then you will shake your jar and observe. A helpful tip will be to shake your bottle counterclockwise. Oh, as we can see, it's already spinning. So we're gonna shake it. We should see a tornado. We see the funnel. We see the rotating winds, and the soap acts as like the debris in our bottle. How cool is that? So questions. What did you notice? What do you think happened? Why do you think we added dish soap? Why do you think shaking the bottle counterclockwise works the best? And then take time to record your findings on a sheet of paper. Now, you will hear from your teacher, who will read a very special book titled The Meteorologist and Me. I hope you enjoy this book and know that you can do anything you put your mind to. Remember to look over those STEAM career cards. And until next time, be great, my STEAM scholars. Bye-bye.